Hey everybody, I just woke up and I was really inspired to make this video this morning because, well, let me start by saying that mostly I think Josh will appreciate this video, but it's kind of like for anybody who will really enjoy a good pair of clothes, okay? You can hear my voice is kind of raw because I just woke up. Alright, so as you can see, it looks like I'm peace. It looks like I'm peace now, in case any of you were wondering whether I was peace or chaos or wartime or a Cold War. I'm peace now, it looks like. I'm making this video about clothing stores because I went into a clothing store the other day and I bought my first piece of Japanese clothing, which is this shirt, and it was delightful. Alright, so basically when you go to Japan and you want to go try and find some clothes, well, you don't really have to try because they're everywhere, because Japanese people just love to shop and buy things. So I kind of went from store to store, and a big part of the teenage fashion right now that's really in is like these California surf kind of shirts, like basically emulating Californian style, which is, I mean, it's okay, but it's not really my thing. So I found this really cool shop, and everything's going to be really expensive. If you're buying a pair of jeans, you're not going to spend under $150. T-shirts are going to run you around $50. That's, you know, but when you put them on, you'll know where the money went. I bought this shirt the other day, and it fits like clothes that I've dreamed about fitting. That kind of perfectness. And Josh knows what I'm talking about. More superior than anything that you've ever put on your body. So, awesome. Basically, I went in there, and the guy was talking to me, you know, they all see that I'm a foreigner. Basically, in Japan, when I go out in the city, I'll see maybe one or two other foreigners all day. You know, like here in the Kansai region, like they're fairly used to seeing foreigners because they see them every now and then, so it's not like a weird thing, but it's still like you really stand out, you know. So, you know, he was talking to me, he asked me where I was from, and, you know, we were having a conversation. He told me that he could speak a little English, but he couldn't really speak very much English at all. So I went in there, and he was kind of like showing me everything, just really, really hospitable. They're all really good salesmen, basically. You know, but I was looking at some jeans and stuff, and I tried some jeans on, and they're just like perfect jeans. But I would, you know, like the idea, I guess, is that you just buy it and you just never wash them because they're just exactly perfect how they are. So I was gonna. You can try on the t-shirts, which is why I tried it on for the first time this morning, and it just fits like perfect. But I was trying on some jeans. So I made my first little culture error, and I mean, you know how you have to, in Japan you gotta take your shoes off everywhere, basically. I mean, well, not in the mall because you're walking around, but you do have to take your shoes off when you go into the dressing room, and I didn't know that, because it was just like a little curtain in the corner of the store that they just close. Yeah, so you gotta take your shoes off. But like, while I take my shoes off, you know, like, I get in there and I have my pants, and like, they're so hospitable, like, he sees that my clothes are down there, and he's just like, oh! And like, he grabs them really quick, and he just, you know, takes them, and he's got like my pants with like all my crap in my pockets, and just put them over on a table, and, you know, I took off my button down, and he you know, grabbed and like took it off of me and like put it on the table, and then, you know, when like I was ready to change back, like, he, you know, grabbed my things and handed them to me, and it was like so nice. So I picked up this t-shirt, and, you know, we were talking, and I was telling him how English shirts are really funny. Basically, like, I thought in Japan shirts with English on them might be like a little hard to come by, or at least shirts with like crazy things in English, but every store is just full of things in English, and none of the English makes very much sense. Or when it does make sense, it's like really outlandish sayings. Like, I saw an old woman walking around the other day with a shirt on that said, I lost my virginity in Orange County. And, you know, obviously they have no idea what the hell that means, but it was like, some of these shirts that I see people wearing are just so priceless, they have no idea what the heck it says. It kind of reminds me of when American girls get Japanese tattoos and they just have, like, no idea what it could possibly mean. So, I was walking and, like, he didn't even let me carry my bag of stuff, like, the t-shirt that I bought, to the door. He carried it for me and saw me to the door and, like, handed it to me and, like bowed really seriously, and they're just all about customer service and perfect clothing. So I wanted to post a little video and just kind of talk about that. So that's for everybody back at home. I miss you guys. I'll see you later. So really quick before I go, I wanted to say that I bought some Japanese cough medicine, so the little cough I had is gone. And so that was a kind of risky experience. And another real risky experience I had is that I bought some fish from the grocery store for $2. Fish is really cheap here. So I bought 5 pieces of like tuna that were like, you know, that big that you'd see in like some nigiri sushi or something. And I bought 5 pieces of it, and it was only $2 because I bought it at like closing at the grocery store. Put it in my fridge, took it out the next morning, put it on some rice with some wasabi and soy sauce, ate it raw, and I'm still healthy and fine because it was 3 days ago and I didn't die. Yeah.